Hey boys, how's it going? Coach Ryan here. I'm going to do some video analysis of our defensive positioning, both blocking and especially back row for some of the games on Saturday on our last tournament. Coach Lauren and Coach Mike are on the sidelines, so that freed me up to shoot some video, and we can go through this and see what we need to do to improve what we're doing. A quick note on Saturday's tournament. We were a little bit out of sorts on all teams because we weren't full strength on any of them. The varsity, the U18 was missing JJ and Brennan, who are integral parts of our offense and defense. And the JV U17 were missing Jake McGee and Jacob Higgins, who were down on the U16 teams. I think the reason Duke did this was so that we could field four different teams and everybody gets a lot of playing time. And so we were trading off the strongest teams and trying to win this thing for playing time. I'm pretty sure that's what Duke's thinking behind the lineups were. And so everybody got a lot of playing time. And that meant we were a little bit out of sorts and you're playing on teams or in positions that you weren't normally playing. So thanks for being good sports and doing that and allowing us to have this tournament where everybody gets a lot of playing time. Okay, having said that, also, the U18 team, this is the match right after they played Club V, and I have some video of that. We might look at that also, but I have more video of this match, and it's a little bit better positioning where I was filming, so we're going to analyze this. A quick note on the Club V team, that's a super team. Those are the best players in the state. Most of those guys on that team are getting D1 scholarships. Number 9, Moiahi, I know is going to be D1 scholarships. And those guys are like phenoms in Utah. But you guys can hang with them, and you scored some points on them. And if we can clean up some of the things we're doing with our defense, we can do even better. So let's go through this. Okay, I'm just going to play these clips sequentially, randomly, and see what we can do to improve. Now, nobody take offense at any criticism. This is just a learning opportunity for all of us and to see what we can do better. There's still a lot of volleyball left the rest of this year, and if we can clean up this stuff, a better experience. Okay, right here, when Hudson goes up for the hit, if you notice, freeze frame, we don't have a deflection arc ready for the defense here. Hopefully you can see my mouse. We needed, I think, Brock was supposed to be out here. He's outside hitter. His defensive home is over here. Easton should have been over here because he's opposite / setter in this game. And so these guys are switched, and neither one of them are in the right positions, and then we weren't able to create this deflection arc right here. Still got it over, thankfully. All right, moving back just a little bit. They're sending a free ball over. As soon as the front row sees that a free ball is coming, boom. Okay, so that's the third hit is coming off of this ball. Hitters, get to your hitting positions. Right there, every single one of them should be turning around and getting to their hitting positions. But they wait to see, oh, now it's a free ball. So now I'm going to back up into my hitting positions. You want to be ready before that. See, right here, you should be taking your first step. Okay, freeze frame. Okay, we're looking for a defensive arc coming off of this deflection. Brock needs to be out here covering this side. The outside hitters, or their home position, is the only one that covers the outside line here. So Brock should be over here covering that. Paxton's hitting hard angle. It's really likely and probable that the ball is going to come back this way. So Brock needs to be out here. Cole needs to be pulled off. Easton needs to be pulled in. Declan could fill in this right here and create this arc around the hitters. Paxton got it over anyways. Good job. Okay, right here we have nobody playing the 2x2. That's where Brock's supposed to be, back 2x2. Paxton needs to be down low. Brock's in a good ready position, but he's out of position. Okay, good job by Easton stomping the line over there. Boom, the ball hits him in the face, almost hits him in the face because he's too shallow. And this is where the pre-game mental warm-up comes into play, because you want to be able to see where the hitters are doing. If you're watching their hitting, are they hitting the 10-foot line? No, nobody on this team's hitting the 10-foot line, so we don't need to be covering the 10-foot line. You get back here in the 2x2, they're probably hitting at least 2 or 3 feet off of the 3-meter line or towards the back. So that's where that comes in. That's why Dave's always hounding, watch your hitters, learn where they're hitting, and then we can get those positioning spots better dialed in. Okay, right here, Brock is supposed to be over here. He needs to go to his home position. Soon as it passes the ball, he needs to be going there. Easton needs to be going over here. We just watched that. All right. Next play. Okay, here, Brock should be 2x2. Get it over. Okay, Hudson's going up for a hit. So we should be covering this. Everybody should be down. Upon contact, should be down, legs bent like Declan is, ready to lunge in one way or another. Good job. Okay, here, Brock's in too tight. He should be 2x2. Paxton pulls off the net, ready for if you can't get to the block, then you pull off the net and you be ready for a deflection or be able to pass it. Same with Cole over here. Pull off the net. If Brock was in this 2x2 position, see that ball, the angle, it's going to hit out here somewhere. And he could have lunged this way and gotten a pass. It also just gives you more time. You just never want the ball coming at your face. And his eagerness to cover cause that situation a lot. Pass. Up. Boom. All right. Brock is a little tight. I'd rather have you out here. Cole, get ready out here. And then Austin needs to be turning, facing the block, at least a step off the net, ready to cover that deflection, because a lot of deflections go off the block and go straight down this way. So create this arc right here. Easton is completely useless if it comes off the block because he's trying to get home. He should have been home a long time ago, and Declan was waiting for him to come home. Declan should have been in his position. So transitioning to your home position is absolutely critical because this game goes really fast. So get there immediately. As soon as the ball's not coming to you and it's being developed, get to your home position. Okay, 2x2 here. Paxton pulls off. Everybody else looks good. All right, we needed Cole, right after you set, you get ready for the deflection. Either if you don't have time to get to your defensive position, pull off here and be down the ready position to cover that comes off. So Cole sets it out, and that's sets it to the back row, and that's an easy pass. And they do something here that I warned you guys, I talked to you guys about. When they get a really easy pass, they try and set an out of system second hand hit, and that's totally what happened. There's a nice set because Cole set to the back row, nice easy pass, and he sets somebody and they're ready to hit it. We don't have any blockers up, and Cole isn't ready for it either. And you guys got it over. Okay, here everybody's looking good except Brock is in the middle of the court crowding out Declan. Brock should be back here, 2x2, waiting for that deep, hard angle. Cole's in position. Just didn't go. Pass. Boom. Okay, I'd like Brock to be out here. As the hitter's going in, you follow them, take a couple steps forward, and then Austin's covering here. Cole, get up there, ready for the deflection. Or actually, no, Cole should be pulling back here. Is that right? Yeah, Cole should be pulling back here, or be ready for a deflection back here. And Easton gets it up. Okay, Declan now is hitting the second hit. This is the pass, or this is the set ball. And he only has one option. Cole and Easton, first of all, they're not going to the hitting positions. They're not ready. You need to get to your hitting positions, be ready for that. But his best set is to set Easton because that's the best angle. When it's coming over the top of your head, it's harder to hit. So he's going to go to Easton, but Brock was hanging out there, and Easton wasn't in his hitting position ready to go, so we just have to give him a free ball. Okay, again, pull back 2x2, but Brock gets it up. Nice up. Good play. Okay, we had a good block going there. Brock needs to be out deeper, and Declan needs to be probably a little bit deeper, running the back row right there. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We kind of got a cocoon going there. Cole and Brock need to get down, and Easton need to get down like Declan. See what Declan has? His legs are bent. He's ready to lunge in any direction. Wherever that ball comes off the block, he's ready to lunge. Everybody else, get down and be ready to do the same thing. You can lunge forward and you can lunge up. You can't lunge backwards. It's really hard to do that. So it's okay to stay deep a little bit and be ready to lunge forward. Good job getting the ball over. Alright, we were way out of position here, late on the block. Cole needs to be over on the line. And still got it up though. Good job not doubling that set. Okay, here we go. Now we got a good looking block. Cole's covering the line. Declan's deep. Brock could be a little bit deeper even. Paxton's off the line, but Paxton needs to be in his staggered feet, ready to lunge for deflection. See, if Brock was 2x2, that would have been probably an easy pass. No hitters, all you hitters know where your hits go, and they go back here, they go back here. They're not going right here. If you're hitting like a foot off the 10-foot line, real up close, then probably on club feed. But these guys aren't doing that, so adjust your positioning accordingly. Back row attack. Okay, right here, Brock needs to be behind him. Cole over here, Paxton, get in the game, get up there, and everybody needs to look like Declan with their legs bent, ready to lunge. Ready for that deflection. Alright, on this one, Cole, as soon as you set it, you're the only one that can cover this line. As opposite outside, you get back to your hitting position, or sorry, your defensive position on this line. Everybody else forms the cocoon and fills in the rest of the spots. Nice tip by Paxton. Okay, we have a hole in the block, but I think this is where Declan go straight down. Yeah, close those holes up. Out. Serve. Austin forgot that he's covering back row. Just serve. That's alright. Happens.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Easton forgot that he's front row. This is in 3 and 6. And he forgot that he doesn't have a opposite hitter. Always there. Easton was setting good. Get better at remembering where he's at. Okay, Cole, as soon as you see that the ball's not coming to you, get to your... Okay, right now, Cole should be running over here because you're hitting on the opposite, but you kind of move back. And the set goes up. And if you're already over there, you could come in ready for the deflection. Easton pulls here, and we gotta get to those positions earlier. Good job, Hudson. Down. So it's all about just like thinking about your next move. What are you doing? Where are you supposed to be? And getting there earlier. Okay, we had a pretty good block going. Paxton could be a little bit more over here, but Brock's pulling off. This block. Serve. Trouble. Okay, pull off the net, pull off the net. Free ball. Okay, we have a hole in the block, and Coach Lauren told me to take videos of this because this is it's basically one of the two things that we really need to get down is tightening up the block and then defensive positioning so everybody's in the right spot. Brock did a good job pulling off the net. Paxton's in an okay spot. Everybody's like ready to go, but we had that hole in the block, and so this huge gap that's between the libero and the opposite back row defensive player, this is supposed to be covered by the block. But Declan recognized that. Boom. Okay, got it up. That was an amazing play. Good heads up play on Cole. Get it down. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. But Easton wasn't quite in his ready position. Upon contact, freeze, get down. And what also is good about this though is Easton's going inside, Declan's backing him up. He gave us a shot at this. Alright. Easton's setting here, so Easton, get out of the way and let the back row take that ball. Set her out. Brock sees that. See that I'm not paying attention. Good job, Brock. Okay, get the block a little bit tighter. Brock needs to be deeper. If you're deeper and you're passing the ball, you want to try and avoid passing it with your hands up high or setting. So much of our points are lost with players in the back row trying to set the ball. That means you're probably playing too shallow, and if you back up, then you can be passing the ball rather than setting the ball. Okay, this is looking pretty good right here. We got a pretty good tight block, except Brock needed to be 2x2 right behind him, and then this is looking like a pretty good arc. Easton's a little bit shallow also. Out. Serve. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Ideally, Hudson or libero would be back here because you got to cover the back row. Brock, pull back off here. Paxton a little bit more shallow, but Easton was in the right position and fielded that ball well. Good pass. 4. Good heads up play by Brock. So even when Black Row's going, you guys be ready for the deflection because there might be a blocker there. So turn around, be ready for that deflection. Good touch, good up, almost got it. That's why we want the cocoon, so we can get that going on that defensive arc. Okay, on contact, outside should be back this way. Be in your ready position, Paxton. Easton's in his ready position, covering line. Austin's ready for deflection. Nice up. Great hit. Alright, I think we'll end on that one. That was a great hit. So what we're talking about is just fine-tuning these positioning things. Fine-tuning the blocking, fine-tuning the positioning so that all parts of the court are covered and everybody knows where everybody's supposed to be. And hopefully you guys can see that, what we're talking about. And we'll talk about this stuff in practice and do it better in practice. It's hard during the game to watch everything that's happening, and obviously I'm being super critical because I can stop the video and see where everybody's at and what you're doing. So takeaways are: get to your 2x2 positions, get there faster, transition faster, hitters transition faster to your hitting position, and then tightening up the block. And if we do that more, then things will go a lot better for us, and we'll be able to score more points, have better chance at second chance opportunities, and hopefully have a better outcome and have a lot more fun. Okay, good job. We'll see you at practice tonight.